everybody. Welcome to our bowl preview video. This is heading back to the window bowl style with Scott and Scott. I am Scott Steen, lead handicapper over at winnersandwhiners.com, joined as always by
Scott Reichel, senior handicapper over winnersandwhiners.com.
And together we do a show each and every day, every weekday anyway, 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, right here on your favorite platform as we attempt to head back to the window with Scott and Scott. So, that being said, Scott, we're going to take a look at bowl game number 20 on your card. Almost halfway done, brother. Almost halfway done. This is going to be the Servpro First Responder Bowl featuring the Louisville Cardinals and the Air Force Falcons. Cardinals favored by 154.5 is your total. Scott, you know what Servpro does?
I'm assuming that they help you with your tennis serve.
That's exactly correct. They are a company that mainly helps you with your first serve. They will help you spin it up there on the second serve, but mainly they're a company that wants you to get that serve in the first time and get it accurate and hard. So congratulations to all the work they do at Servpro. Scott, this is going to be a fun game as you've got an Air Force team that, I don't know if you knew this or not, they like to run the football. They lead the nation in rushing. They're second in time of possession.
It's kind of ironic, isn't it?
Don't you think?
Because Falcons like to fly.
Oh, okay.
Falcons travel through the air.
Air Force runs it on the ground. Yeah, I always thought that was a little ironic for sure. They're not a terrific team defensively. They're not a classically great team when you think of great defenses, but they gave up 21 points or less to everybody except Utah and Nevada, two pretty good offenses.
There's a silver lining, though.
Pretty good quarterbacks.
They have the best Service Academy defense because they're definitely better than Army's defense. I'll tell you that much.
So there's that. Yes, I'm still not over Macho Grande there, Scott. I'm still not over that Army game against Pacific.
I'll never get over Macho Grande.
Howie was a rock. It wouldn't be one of our videos if we didn't make at least one airplane reference. So congratulations.
With Air Force, you kind of have to, right?
Yeah, airplane 1 or 2, we don't care. You might notice something in common with those two teams. Like we said, they could both throw the football. Utah State threw for over 600 yards, or 600 yards total. Air Force, not a great schedule. They did not play a Power 5 team, and they certainly didn't see many offenses with the high-end weapons that the Louisville Cardinals and Malik Cunningham will bring to this one. That being said, this is a tough get for any defense that has to play against the Service Academy when you don't face offenses like that throughout the season. I've got Air Force here, but I think it's going to be a fun game. But I like what Air Force does as far as on the ground. I think they're going to be able to run the football. They're not afraid to take a shot or two. They're another team like Army that has a quarterback that can throw just enough. They suck you in. You get those linebackers looking in the backfield, and they will go over the top for some big gainers on occasion. So they're top 3, again, in yards per attempt, right up there with Army. So how you got this one handicapped, my friend?
I'm going with Air Force. I know that Louisville, despite having a decent amount of weapons, is going to miss its number 1 receiver in this game, and its number 4, but most importantly, Jordan Watkins, who's going to be out. But they're also missing a couple of guys in their secondary, which shouldn't matter too much because Air Force will run the ball about 98% of the time. Right. But occasionally, we'll take a shot. So I am curious how the backups will fare when they get challenged one time in the span of about 3 hours. But I'm going with Air Force because Louisville really not good against the run. Team allowed 156 plus rushing yards per game, and Air Force was actually good against the run. Now, I know Cunningham is a great athlete, and he gives you a new dimension because he's a quarterback who can run extremely well. He had about 1,000 yards and 19 rushing touchdowns. But I do think you'll see a high-scoring game. My favorite play on this game is the over. I think both teams will move the ball relatively easily. So I do think that you will see points aplenty in this game. But Air Force getting 1.5 or even on the money line here, you know they're not going to beat themselves. And the issue you have with Louisville and the fact that their head coach, besides making some really dumb 4th down decisions every now and then, they're a little bit loose with the football. And I do think that the turnover differential is going to be the key in this game. Give me Air Force because you know they're really not going to turn it over more than once in a game. So I'll take the Falcons.
All right. I don't doubt that Louisville is going to have some success when they have the football. The question, anytime you play Air Force, is how often are they going to have the football? This is a Air Force team that holds on to the ball about 37 minutes per game. That is a ton. I've got to play the under here. I think Air Force is just going to sap the will to live out of this Louisville offense. I think, or out of their defense, rather. I think Louisville's going to have some opportunities, and they may obviously put some points on the board, but I think at the end of the day, they're just not going to have enough possessions to either win the game or get it over the total. So I'll fade you there. I'll take Air Force with you, but I'll also take the under 54.5.
I just think that both teams will find ways to break big plays. I just see points in this one.
Fair enough. All right, that's going to do it for our Servpro First Responder preview. As always, we thank you guys for stopping by. Don't forget to drop your comments in the comment section. Let us know who you're on in this game. Should be a fun Tuesday. We just got to get through Monday. We'll see if we can keep more bowl games from getting canceled. In the meantime, we'll be back with the previews. As long as they're on the schedule, we'll be back previewing them. So stay tuned for that. You guys take care. Good luck on all of your plays. Don't forget to check us out each and every day, 3 p.m. Eastern at 2 p.m. Central, as Scott and I attempt once again to head back to the